I want to say confident because I always like to be optimistic, but there's just not a lot to be confident about at the moment, is there really? I mean, improvement against Oxford midweek, but you know, it's just form just really isn't with us. There's no confidence in the squad. You know, it's just we desperately need a win, and that is the thing at the moment. So need to hope for it, but really not looking forward to it, if I'm going to be honest.
Are you encouraged at all by that point against Oxford? I mean, it's obviously not going to save Norwich or completely turn things around, but the fact that they've finally not lost a game at Carrow Road, does that give them a little bit more positivity going into today?
I think so. There's some positives to take from that, wasn't there? Obviously the end of it was really deflating where the goal went in, and when you don't take your chances and kill the game off, that's always going to be a possibility that happen. But I think, you can see a few signs of progress. What he does today, I don't know. Obviously the top pitch, and I don't think Jurasek will play for a little while. I'd like to see Jacob Wright. If you give him a chance, I think he's I don't know why he can't get in that starting 11 at the moment, so I'd like to see him start. But yeah, it's going to take some time, I think. But I like the manager, actually. I thought he spoke well in press conferences before and after the games. So I just hope it hasn't come too late.
You mentioned that Jurasek kind of saga on Tuesday. What did you make of that?
Well, it was a brave call from the manager. So we've got to back him from that, I think. Too bold and brave to do it, where others might have kept him on the pitch. But you need players out there who are going to give everything, especially the way things are at the moment. We can't afford to have players walking about and not trying. But I think he's got to ask questions of himself as Jurasek as well. He's been here a long time now, and he's been away and had his fitness programme, and he's come back. He doesn't look any fitter. So I think he's got to ask some questions himself.
Can I have a couple of score predictions for today?
2-1 Norwich.
1-1.
How I feel about the game, I think they could try and build for a draw. What was a 1-1 draw against Oxford. And I think honestly they should have had the chance. They had more chance than Oxford, and then if they took them, they could have maybe a draw was a fair result. How the game go both sides. But I think today they take that momentum in from Tuesday, try a snatch a 2-1 win.
Nice one. What do you make of QPR? Do you think it's going to be harder than Oxford or similar?
50-50. But I think Norwich will snatch it over 2-1. If they get the third, that might be from the pace ball.
And what do you make of Philippe Clement and kind of his start?
I think Philippe Clement, if he gets the best out of his players, the ones who play well, they will stay. But anyone like who's not fit, who's weak, they need to go in January and get like for like players.
Do you feel like there needs to be a lot of business done in January then?
About if they get rid of three or four in January, bring 3 or 4 new blood, might be the dark horse to either stay in the division or be the dark horse sneak in the playoffs on the last day.
Let's hope you're right. Which sort of players would you which sort of positions would you like to see them target in January? Where do you think there needs to be improvement?
Both left, but a couple of defenders defence. Defensive midfielder. Similar to what we used to have with Emily Wendeer.
Nice.
If you get someone a spit like him, give us a spark. You never know.
Completely different improvement, wasn't it? Just every department was better. I thought work rate second to none. Second half, just effort from everyone was brilliant. Biggest thing for me was a clear plan, just how we were going to go forward. Whether we were going to go down the flanks or we were going to get it into Marcondes. Just seemed really clear. I just can't really believe the kind of change in a week, can you?
The mentality as well, confidence.
I mean, it felt like a huge moment, sort of on the final whistle and the celebrations. It did to me. Did it feel like that to you?
I think so. There's a sense of relief, but I think the difference for me was I never felt second half we were in a lot of trouble. They're just players like Fisher chucking themselves into every challenge, which I don't think we'd have seen a month ago. So big relief from the final whistle. It's a big moment to get it done, but I just think it's not just about getting the results. I think it's the manner in which we played was just such a different level.
Do you give Philippe Clement credit for that? Is he the reason why you think the performance looks so different today?
Absolutely, because I think tactically it was a lot clearer. It was simple. But also I think the work. I mean, you look at the little things that Clement's done. The bringing Jurasek on for 10 minutes at the end after Tuesday night. and he was tracking back and he was running forward. He was just that little bit of. He seems to be getting individual improvements out of everyone as well. So that can't be a bad thing. That can't be a bad thing. So.
Which of those individuals stood out to you? You mentioned Kellen Fisher. Were there any others who kind of stood out?
Maatsen, I mean, Maatsen for me, the difference was that I don't think Maatsen would have survived 60 minutes a month ago, and he's done. You know, he's been excellent when he came on the other night, and just today I thought 90 minutes of effort and reading the ball and winning the ball. Yeah. So I think so, but just a little bit. Mundell Smith when he came on did just a really solid job as well. You know, it's really encouraging, isn't it?
Obviously, right now the feeling is very good, but they still need quite a lot of points to kind of dig themselves out of trouble. Do you have confidence that will be the springboard they need now to kick on and get more results?
I would hope so. I mean, I think we'll know a bit more after the next 2 away games. I think because Watford away, Sheffield United away, they're both tricky. If we can come out of those with something and also playing well, then you kind of think going into Christmas, there are some winnable games coming up. Yeah. So, I think it's got to be. They've got to take confidence for that. But I'm just really encouraged that we saw just a really clear game plan, a really clear coaching. But it's whether we get through that period with fit players and no more injuries, and you know we still look 1 or 2 injuries away from disaster. So I mean, what happens whether Stacey was serious or not, I think is a factor. We got away with that a little bit because McConville was excellent in 2 positions, but what does that do to centre backs if McConville has to play right back for a period of time? You know, so. We still need a bit of luck, but certainly.
And some injuries come back as well.
I suppose there are players on the other side of that who could come back and help out in the future as well.
Yes, well, I mean, a left back fit would be very, very nice. You know, but not just the left back. You know, the fact that Cordoba's injured at the same time, just that lack of. And you saw it a bit in the first half in terms of progressing the ball down the left-hand side. Fisher's good stuff. You know that when he gets the ball, he's going to have to turn inside. So. Having some left-footed options, I think, is just really key over this period as well.
Well, it's a marked improvement. Well worth 3-1. Maybe should have been 4. The desire and the fight and the passion for the players was totally different. That was a different bunch of lads to the ones we had a couple of weeks ago. You could tell the reaction at the end. I mean, the fans were absolutely all on board behind the team. That just shows what happens when you're united. 3 points today. That's the first 3 of many more to come.
Do you think the new head coach deserves a lot of credit for that, given, I mean, as you said, it looks like almost a different team to what it did a couple of weeks ago?
I think he's done a great job, great start. He's got 4 points in 3 games, so let's be greedy. We need 2 points a game, not just 1 1/4. But he's made a great start. He's shown he's going to not afraid to make big decisions, which I think is great. He's obviously very direct with the players. They know where they stand. You've got to have a bit of a mean streak, and of course he's a winner. He's won the league a few times, so I think it's a great signing.
Were there any players who particularly stood out to you individually today?
Well, I thought they were all terrific, to be fair, but I thought Penny Madsen was probably as good as anybody else. I thought Sargent played well. I mean, if you look at towards the end of the second half, he stormed back and made a great challenge. I thought Kenny McLean was good again. We'd expect that from him. I think Darling's come out of his shell again, because I think when we first signed him, he looked a decent player. Then he went off the boil with Manning, like most of them did. But I thought again he looked a good player again today. So pretty chuffed.
As you mentioned, there's still quite a lot of work to do in terms of points and what the league table looks like. Do you have confidence, having seen that now they will kick on and get out of the trouble that they're in?
Yeah, look, it's early days. There's only 30 games to go, so another 60 points we could be in the playoffs. Joking apart now, that team's not going down. If you put at it every week, that team will be sort of mid-table by end of February. And then let's see what happens the last 10 or 15 games.